ICE raids in Charlotte are unacceptable. Here are 6 ways to stay safe if you're approached by ICE. You have the right to remain silent. You do not have to say to anyone whether you are a citizen of this country, where you were born, or how you got to this country. The only circumstance that you need to open your door if they come knocking is if they have a signed warrant by a judge and not by someone in ICE. Do not open the door to review the warrant. Ask them to show you through a window if possible. It's within your rights to deny or decline a search. Just say, I do not consent to this search. You have the right to an attorney and do not sign anything until you have that attorney. Stay calm and record if it's safe. If possible, remember as much as you can and report it to the Carolina Migrant Network. Phone number is right here. Stay safe, Charlotte.
Ever since Trump became president for the second time, he made a promise that he was going to come in and undo what the Democratic Party under the Obama administration had done by having open borders and allowing illegals to pour in. He said that he was going to come out now and go after all of these illegals and get them out of the country. He was going to kick them out. He got Tom Homan and created this ICE, and they've been going around the country. They was in Chicago hard body for a while. We saw the riots in Chicago. They was in Los Angeles. We saw what was going on in New York City, right? Now they in places that's not sanctuary cities. Oh, they was here in Philadelphia as well. But now they in places that's not sanctuary cities, like Charlotte. They're in Charlotte, and they've been raiding places like churches, construction sites, everything. And a lot of people are very upset. A lot of people are alarmed by what they're seeing. And they're saying that this is not the American way. You cannot do this, right? People are talking like this.
Agents in plain clothes raided a church in North Carolina, going after anyone they possibly could without asking for ID. Members of the church located in East Charlotte, North Carolina, fled to nearby woods. A 15-year-old said, "We thought the church was safe and nothing was going to happen, but it did happen." According to the witnesses, around 15 to 20 congregants were doing yard work at the church when masked immigration enforcement agents stormed the area. A pastor said the agents asked no questions and provided no identification before detaining one man and attempting to apprehend others. One of the individuals who fled to the nearby woods said, "I thought, wait, why am I running? I'm a U.S. citizen." Take a look at the aftermath of this raid. We can see children crying and terrified in a place where they're supposed to feel safe.
Porque tenemos gente trabajando en la iglesia. Y estos son nuestros niños. Estos son nuestros niños dentro de una iglesia donde han venido.
Now, Charlotte and the state of North Carolina, they voted for this. You know, the city of Charlotte, the state of North Carolina, they voted for this. They're like a red state. So now Trump, he sends his troops there, and they go in there and they're weeding out these illegal immigrants, right? But this is the thing, something that I saw that was kind of, well, you know what? It's not even alarming to me at this point, because when it comes to Black Americans, Dr. Claude Anderson tried to warn us, man. And I'm just on the sideline just watching now. I'm just watching because we're so sympathetic towards everybody else's plight, but our own is ridiculous. And all other groups know this. That's why they go and say we don't have no culture. Why they extract things. They open up our window and take everything out, right? Because we care for everybody but ourselves, right? We love everybody. So you got people, you got Black people, when this stuff happened, they're online doing this.
Patrol is in Charlotte, North Carolina on the south side right now. And they are raiding Hispanic restaurants and places of business. How is it legal? How is it legal? Like the way they are just walking up to people. Just walking up to people who are working. I have so many videos that I have saved. Walking up to people who are working and just snatching them. Busting car windows. Snatching people from laundromats. From a laundromat. Restaurants. Trump, are you serious? How is this legal?
Let me say this. I don't care what your position is on immigration, ICE agents. I don't care what your position is. I saw it happening in different cities, different states. I know that they're here in my city of Charlotte. I've seen them. I haven't seen them, seen videos of them close in my area. But it's a different feeling
when you see it happen right in front of you. I just came in the house. I was walking in my neighborhood and I saw this man walking. I saw a van roll up. When it rolled up slowly, I knew something was going on, and they just popped out.
When I see that first black woman, to me that was just so fake. And oh my God, girl, shut up. Shut up. Them same groups of people, most of them don't even like black people, man. They're not our supporters. They're coming here to eat our lunch, as Dr. Claude Anderson warned us, right? So now online, you have people, Ashley Nicole said empathy is lost on some of y'all in these comments. And that is literally why we are where we are in this country. Oh my God, man. Some of our people are just so stupid, man. It's ridiculous, man. Right? It's called possessing empathy and humanity. The lack of these is the downfall of humans. Animals show more humanity than humans, right? Then somebody said, we in the era of worry about yourself. Right? Then somebody said, blank messed up, man. I got a couple of amigos I do legit business with, and they good people. My mechanic Hispanic and been good to me for 15 years now. Blank saying all the way around, right? So you had, one thing about black folks, man, we just so loving and to everybody, right? Then it says, I understand their pain, but my people came on boats with no option, right? So that was a brother. Then this Nigerian brother said, not to be disrespectful, and it's heartbreaking what is happening, but no country on this planet will allow anyone to live there illegally for years. My parents paid a lot of money, filled out a lot of paperwork just to be able to get here. Millions of immigrants did the same. It's not fair to cut the line. It is what it is, right? And I agree with that Nigerian for saying that because, right? So let's look at what the news is reporting when they touched down in Charlotte.
Video at 5:30 shows Border Patrol agents in the foothills. We got this from a viewer of agents, this viewer says, detaining somebody in a parking lot on Highway 321 in Lenoir. Our Dave Faraday is live in Catawba County. In days, some of the business there believe that Border Patrol could be heading up there in force next.
Well, I've already gotten several reported sightings, Scott, along Highway 70 here in the Hickory area just 24 hours after sheriff deputies told us that they possibly could be coming to Catawba County, but not before going to Lenoir first. U.S. Customs and Border Protection agents were first seen in the parking lot of Walmart in Lenoir. Then agents took 4 people into custody at the American Motel on Wilkesboro Boulevard. This woman who was in the parking lot asked us not to show her face. She says those workers had been picking up trash along Highway 321.
I was just mind blown because we always see things like this happen on the internet and on the news, but we never really thought that it was going to come to our community.
Workers at the Google construction site in Lenoir say CBP agents also showed up there. An hour later, a viewer shared these photos from a Taco Bell that is being remodeled along Highway 321 in Hickory, but we do not know if any workers were arrested there. In Northeast Hickory, more than half of the workers at this construction project failed to show up for work this morning. The ones who did asked to stay anonymous.
I guess it's scared. They're scared because all the situation is around here, so it's why they want to stay home.
In Newton, several businesses are closed over concerns about Border Patrol coming to Catawba County. This food store reopened this morning, but many of their customers stayed away.
Some of them are not going out, and then of course those that have kids that are able to go out or are doing the grocery shopping for them.
John Grindle is a veteran and was disappointed that many of the Hispanic businesses now have these signs on their doors.
I heard the parking lot. I'm like, really? This stuff is going on that has them so afraid they have to put a sign on their door. They shouldn't have to do that.
And I did reach out to the commander of Border Patrol this afternoon, trying to find out more about those arrests in Lenoir and whether or not he wanted to do an interview with Channel 9. So far, I have not heard back. Reporting live from Hickory, I'm Dave Faraday, Channel 9 Eyewitness News.
Thank you, Dave.
So now they're in Charlotte. They also in New Orleans, and they're going there doing what they do. Now this is the thing, right? Dr. Claude Anderson tried to warn foundational Black Americans 30 years ago, and Black Americans just don't listen. Y'all stiff-necked, y'all hard-headed, right? Y'all don't want to listen, right? He let us know that these groups are going to be more hostile to us than, man, listen, let's revisit with Dr. Claude Anderson. And this ain't just anybody. This is a black intellectual. This is a black professional. This is a numbers guy, right? He was one of the ones that's from the educated black class that actually loved black people enough to come out and tell the truth and not be on boule stuff. Y'all still won't listen. Check it out.
Class in a society. One of the alarming predictions you make in the book is along those lines. You mentioned that blacks will be pretty much a permanent underclass in America by the year 2015. Why the year 2015? 2015 because what I've concluded from analysis is that there are going to be a converging of social factors nationally and internationally that's going to place blacks in a permanent status of underclassship. And one, we anticipate by that point in time, based on all the research that's coming to us, that the next generation of whites are going to be more anti-black than they've been since the civil rights movement. Two, we anticipate by the same token about 86 million Hispanics coming into the United States and about 41 million Asians by that point in time, which is going to kick black folk out of being the minority in the society down to a minority. We've been number 2 in the society for 400 years as a group. We're going to become number 4. And if we have not gotten anything after being number 2 for 400 years, you guess what's going to happen when we become number 4. Because at that point in time, all the new groups coming into America, they're coming in higher than we are because this country operates off of a preferential acceptance program, which means that groups are coming in based on skin color. They're going from the lightest down to the darkest. Light, yellow, brown, black. And that's what our immigration laws are based on. And black folk would not be able to penetrate through those groups to get to the white society when that happens, because those groups owe us nothing. They don't understand our problems, and they are competitive with us, and we don't begin to be a little more aggressive about being in a competitive posture. They're going to eat our lunches. One of the things that I should mention right here is the fact that the book is filled with tables, graphs, charts, and historical accounts of how such discrimination, prejudice, and racism, economically, politically, and socially, were engineered into our system, literally codified as a way blacks would be treated in this country. So that when we hear you talking about blacks becoming a permanent underclass, or we hear you talking about the inherent racism in the immigration system in the United States, you're not talking off the top of your head, are you?
No.
So he talked about us being a permanent underclass. He talked about these people coming here and they're going to eat our lunch. They are not connected to the American struggle or what we've been through here in America from this government. They're fleeing tyranny from their government coming here. They don't give a darn about what they coming here to compete against us, right? And they using our community as a way to bolster their American dream off of our dollars, because we don't have the things in our community that we should have based off of what happened to us from this government here. Right? Y'all not listening. But you know what shocked me? There's a black woman that was online saying this.
People make me so mad when they get on TikTok talking about Charlotte, North Carolina showed up for them illegal immigrants. How y'all showed up and showed out when they arrested over 250? Where was y'all at to stop that 250 arrests? Y'all try to act like y'all some big in Charlotte. ICE gonna show y'all and everything. And it's always the ones that are American-born citizens that's running y'all mouths. Do y'all not know that the illegals want to make us nowhere? They want to become the new minorities, blacks. Do y'all know that? Yeah, we love everybody. That's what's wrong with us now. You know, some Hispanics can't stand blacks. They don't care for us. They want to come over here and have babies like rabbits. And then next thing you know, we ain't going to even be in no class. We ain't going to be A class, B class, A through Z.
When you consider that they're bringing in people, I have said this to you for years, we're being replaced. And we're behaving, and this is hard to hear, but I want you to hear me, hear my heart. Don't even notice it. Don't even see it.
When you live in black communities and you've been supporting the Democratic Party for the last 50 years, and the home ownership is in the lowest it's ever been. We don't control the stores within our communities, the economics. They're merging our schools together. They're gentrifying us out. How could you want to fight for another group that's coming here already cultured, that's not connected to the struggle here? They come here to make money and compete against you. How? I mean, I really need somebody to explain that to me. Then they come here illegal, right? Have a baby so the baby can be a U.S. So Trump and them, they want to get rid of birthright citizenship, right? You got a problem with all of this. How? You got a problem with all of this. But you know what's funny? These same black people that's protesting on behalf of these immigrants, I don't hear them doing no talk about gentrification, trying to educate black people on zoning laws and how to own property and how to own your homes, right? How to build stores for the communities that they live in. You just giving carte blanche to the Latinos to come take over your communities where you live at. There is nowhere in the churches when they bringing these people in to show black people how to develop the communities. None. Show it to me. I need to see it. These programs are set in place for people of color, not foundational black Americans. That's what these programs are set in place for. So if you in Philadelphia, you in DC, you in Baltimore, you in Chicago, right, Memphis, all these black places, show me where these large black populations of black people that's in full support of the Democratic Party and full support of these immigrants, where they're doing seminars showing black people how to own their homes and get business loans to start the businesses up in their community. Where is it? How is it not matriculating? These HBCUs, these graduates, where are they going to work at? How come that talent is not matriculating back into black Baltimore, black Philadelphia? The HBCUs, they're supposed to be for black people, right? Where are the Howard graduates at? Who they work for? So, like, if y'all ain't doing that, man, miss me with this foolishness, man. Because by the 2035, we're done. We're done. And Dr. Claude Anderson warned us, man. That's why as a black person, I care about my wife, my children, my family, my immediate circle. Because I know that black people don't love black people. Black people don't care about other black people. Black people love other groups more than they love themselves. And then when them groups mistreat them, you want to complain. That's exactly what we do. You can't tell me I'm wrong. Open your eyes and look. And your city where you live at, right? Especially in the East Coast corridor, the Midwest and the West Coast, show me the black utopias where we got things going on. Or you can show me where Africans and immigrants that came in and gentrified and they taking over the communities you live in. And they having bustling businesses running up and down the avenue. You don't own nothing. Try to let me know what y'all think, man. If you made it this far in the video, hit that like button, subscribe to Street Media TV, leave your comments in the comment section. And remember, I love y'all. Till the next time. Peace.